Hey guys, Even here with the Old School Labs, and we're starting this video with Nick Walker and his new physique update. Here is him posing with another regular mortal man, who is obviously a good bodybuilder as well, bigger than me, but standing next to Nick, pretty much anybody's gonna be dwarfed. Now, we haven't seen Nick next to the pros because he's still an amateur, but I'm sure after this season he will get that pro card, and hopefully next year or at least in 2022, we will see him on a pro stage at his pro debut. I'm pretty sure that's how he's gonna go down. I don't think this year there is a slight chance of him not winning a pro card. I just don't see that happening because he's an absolute freak. Like, he's one of the freakiest bodybuilders on the planet right now. Not from the pros, but from all the bodybuilders, really. I mean, sure, again, I said this before, the structure, not the prettiest. But it's still a good structure. It's not a horrible, bad structure. It's just not great. It's not Dexter Jackson, Phil Heath, Jay Cutler kind of structure. But it's a decent structure. It's a good structure, don't get me wrong. Here is front double bicep. It looks absolutely freaky, but here is the side chest that looks probably even freakier. I mean, look at this. This is madness. And look at the legs. What I don't like about his physique very much is not only the structure, but those veins running through his lower legs and upper legs as well. His entire legs look not very pretty, but he's a freak, he's a beast, he's an alien, and that just makes him look even crazier, even more freaky. Vascularity can be a good thing, but if it is moderate. This kind of muscularity is just not aesthetic. It doesn't look very good. But still, overall, I mean, that's just one flaw. I mean, two flaws. Messed up veins on the legs and kind of the structure. But overall, everything else, on point. On point, really. He's big. He's very arm dominant, which is a pretty good thing for an open bodybuilder. He has wide shoulders. He has every body part pretty much developed. And he is very conditioned right now. I think he's going to bring much better conditioning than the last time we saw him at Nationals. So he's going to be ripped, probably, yeah. And bigger than before, more conditioned than before. Big improvement from the last time we saw him compete. I'm pretty sure he's going to get that pro card this year. But enough about the amateurs. Let's check out what the pros are doing. And Dexter Jackson right here is prepping for the Mr. Olympia. He is qualified for the Mr. Olympia, of course, for life because he won it once and he also placed in the top 5 last year. And based on this video right here, he looks pretty lean and he looks pretty big. Yeah, he took some time off while the gyms were closed. He did not find a gym for himself to train. At least he said that. He was taking a rest, but that's what Dexter has been doing over the years. After his big shows, he would rest. He would let his body recover, recuperate, and then come showtime, he would just start prepping and he would just grow, get bigger, fuller, and then more conditioned, and he would he would place very well, no matter how old he is. I'm sure you heard about this already, but yeah, I just wanted to mention it. Dexter Jackson is calling out Nick's strength and power, and basically all of us YouTubers. So he says, who are they you're talking about? None of them top YouTubers never competed. And then he says, Nick's strength and power is being tagged, and he says, he's the worst one of them all. You just said it. He's always wrong and he counts me out. Why do I even follow him? So at least he's worse than me. Nick's strength and power, based on Dexter. Anyways, Nick made a response saying that Dexter blocked him and that's why he doesn't really mention him. But he does have him in his top 5. He doesn't count him out. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Nick's strength and power, but he did compete once, so Dexter was wrong about that, and I'm sure he was thinking about Louis Marco, who kind of started this whole thing, and I have huge respect for him, and I took a lot from him, but he kind of made YouTubers who do bodybuilding news trolls. Most people perceive YouTubers, not most people, but many people perceive YouTubers trolls in bodybuilding, So even though I have big respect for Louis Marco and for his knowledge about the bodybuilding and also for paving the path that we are walking right now, I still think that he did some things wrong. He took it too personally, some things, and he got into a lot of arguments online, and he made fun of bodybuilders. He went a little bit too far, and he kind of mess things up a little bit. But it is what it is anyways. I did compete, if it matters, and I'm gonna compete again, actually in 4 days from now. So right now I'm carb depleting and I'm feeling like that, but I'm still here making videos. So guys, please subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And this is one of the guys that Louis Marco probably trolled the most about the stomach. And here is his Heath, physique, not really a physique update, a selfie. But it's a gym selfie and he's sweaty, so we know that he's training, that he's prepping for Mr. Olympia. But I'm sure he never stopped training because we've seen him posting a lot of physique updates and a lot of training videos, and he always looked in a pretty good shape, in a really good shape actually. So here's just a photo of himself proving us that he is prepping. He's prepping for Mr. Olympia. And I made a video about this. Can he beat Brandon Curry? If you guys want to check it out, search on this channel, go a couple of videos back. It's been uploaded maybe like a week ago. I pretty much exposed Phil's and Brandon's weak points, and I gave my take on who's gonna probably win the Mr. Olympia. But I think it's between those two guys. We haven't really heard much about this guy right here. He was the runner-up at first ever Classic Physique Mr. Olympia, Arash Rahbar. And last year, I think he was out of top 5, top 6. He was like 7th, I think. And in the meantime, he went gray. So his beard is gray now. I don't know how this happened so fast, but I guess he's not a youngster anymore. He's in his 40s. I believe he turned 40 recently. And here is his physique. And he looks big, he looks full. And even though he might have improved even over the years, the judging criteria, I guess, and the quality of the competition grew. So it's hard for him to crack the top 2 or top 3 again. So I think this year he'll probably be like 10th place or even worse. He has been just falling with his placement, and I think it's going to happen again because we have so much talent, so many young guys, that these guys that were top 5 at the first ever Mr. Olympia, most of them are just not that good, not that caliber today, because Classic Physique is growing, it's getting much better year after year, and I love it. A quick update of Antoine Vaillant, and he looks very ripped. His legs are looking absolutely insane. His face is dialed in. It's a proper dad face, and he grew so much from his last showing, but he grew a lot in his legs. Like his legs are absolutely dwarfing his upper body. That's where his weight comes from mainly. But he's conditioned and he has nice structure, I believe, and he looks pretty classic for a bodybuilder. So yeah, we'll see how he does. I'm sure he's gonna do much better than last time he competed, and he's gonna look great. Here we have a physique update of Patrick Moore, who is, I believe, prepping for New York Pro, but I'm not sure exactly. Anyways, he's getting in a pretty good shape. I don't think there is really a lot more fat to lose. He just needs to, deplete and then carb up and get dehydrated, and that's gonna do it. If he does all that properly, if he peaks properly, he's gonna look really good. He's gonna probably bring the similar shape as he brought in 2019 Mr. Olympia. Did he grow any muscle? In my opinion, none. I don't see any growth. I don't think he's any bigger. Maybe he gained a pound, maybe even 2 pounds, but that's, on a bodybuilder of this size, pretty unnoticeable. So if he wants to improve, he needs to gain 10, 15 pounds. He needs to make drastic changes, because that's his biggest weakness. The only weakness pretty much. This guy is complete, conditioned when he does it properly, and he has good presentation, good structure, everything, but the size. So if he wants to do better, he needs to make a huge leap in terms of size. 10 to 15 pounds would be ideal, if you ask me. Alright, the next story is a very interesting one. It's Breon Ainsley calling out Chris Bumstead, and I'm going to talk about that after I show you the video, so let's take a look at this real quick.
I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here because this is my damn channel.
You do whatever you want.
Okay, I'm going to go here.
Yeah.
So, there should never be a Mr. Olympia that lacks anywhere. You should never call a Mr. Olympia that lacks in body parts anywhere.
I respect.
Every Mr. Olympia should have a complete, balanced physique and not lack body parts. I'm gonna go there. I just went there.
So basically what Breon is thinking, he's not saying it exactly super directly, but we know that he's talking about Chris Bumstead's arms. He's saying that Chris shouldn't have won the Mr. Olympia because he's not complete. He doesn't have arms. What do I think about this? First of all, I think it's true. I think Chris's arms are not the best arms ever. But there are 5 poses in classic physique. If you win 3 out of 5, you win, right? I think Chris won all 5 of them. Side chest, an easy win for Chris. Abs and thighs, also. Favorite classic pose, same thing. Back double bicep, that was a tricky one, but I think Chris was more conditioned in that one as well. But this one is more important here, and this is what Breon is talking about. Here you can see that the arms of Chris are lacking. However, the rest of the body just flows much better on Chris. You can see that George Peterson has better arms than Chris, but does he have a better physique overall? No. Not the structure, not the waist, not the V-taper, the vacuum, the broad chest. Overall, really beautiful structure and great conditioning. And I think Chris absolutely deserved that Mr. Olympia. I think he is the best classic physique today in the world. And I don't think Breon is ever gonna beat him again. Unless, of course, Chris comes off if he doesn't bring the conditioning. As long as Chris comes on with conditioning, he will be victorious. I'm sure about that. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comment section. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe, guys, for more bodybuilding videos like this. All the best, guys, and keep it old school.